drinks and whatnot. You know what? Let's not take it any further. Please welcome our guest for today.
Dino!
How are you?
Nightjar!
Thank you for that.
What's up, baby?
What's up, man?
Buongiorno, amici.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Hey, first of all, cheers. Thanks for joining us, bro.
Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for
I
having
know
me.
it was on short notice, and
It was a short notice, like half an hour ago. Hey, yo, Dino, are you
came
free?
through.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I would have to.
So, first of all, let's go straight to it. Let's talk about this one.
Sure. So
Because I'm sure, like, people asking, okay, what the hell you got on the table? Like, different colors. Like this one and this one, you got the same color, but the different flavors, right?
so just before you get into that, everything that you see here, we got it from Nightjar, you know, and the reason
Nightjar
why
Cafe.
we were
Ooh.
attracted to that place is because we've been hearing a lot about it, you know, and we've been hearing about the great brews that you guys make for
Thank
tea,
you.
coffee,
Right.
and we just had to
Right.
come in there and try it out. Being that we're big fans of coffee, now I'm a big fan of tea as well.
Yeah, me
Thank
too.
you.
Hey, you know
Thank
what?
you.
I was talking about like having 2 cups of black coffee every day. Before I go to bed, like an hour or 2 hours before I go to bed, I have a lemon green tea standard.
Yes, you do, and you always posted it.
Yeah, I always post it with like some silly ass music, you know. Dino.
basically, what you have in front of you is infused nitro coffee
Nitro coffee.
and infused nitro tea. So those two, 1 and 2, are in coffee infused with nitrogen, and we also add some flavors. This one is maple, this one is cherry. So what we're doing, basically, we grind the coffee
Yeah.
and let's make it simple. We put them in a canister, let's say, with water and filter it
Yeah.
overnight for about 16 hours, 16 to 18 hours.
Okay.
We extract the flavor, and we have also a plain cold brew coffee, which is just plain coffee flavor.
Yeah.
All right.
And what we do, we put syrup in it. We have to put syrup because cannot put maple.
Yeah.
Sure.
We have to put syrup, and we put in a key canisters, which is about 20 liters,
Okay.
and we have a tap, which is exactly the same kind of tap that you find for the beer.
Right.
Yes.
It's the same,
I
exactly
saw
the
that.
same,
I-
exactly the same.
But hold on a second. So you said like these drinks have like nitrogen in them?
Yeah. So what we do,
How do you actually do that?
we get the canisters. We have the system, it's the same system of the beers. So we have a canister of coffee or teas
Okay.
and the nitrogen.
Right.
So as soon as you open the tap, the two, the coffee and the nitrogen, they mix.
Right. Together.
They mix together.
Like in a separate container or something.
They are separate, but they mix together
Right.
when you open the tap.
Okay.
So that's why when the coffee is coming down or the tea is
Yeah.
very cold and it's foamy. Now, unfortunately, we cannot see. You can see a little bit of foam over
Yes.
here,
Yeah, okay.
but they are very, very foamy.
Yeah.
It looked like, to be honest,
beer.
yeah. This one, the coffee, it looks like a pint of Guinness.
Because when I went there and they told me, hey, try this. This tea is nice. It's new. I said, okay, great. And as he was pouring, I saw the tap first.
Yeah.
And I kept on telling my guys, if this
Right.
was... Anyways, as they were pouring the tea in, you could see it was foaming up. And it looked like a nice
Yeah.
log. You know what I mean? Exactly. And I was like, oh my God, if it was just that. But it just... Taste-wise?
Man, I'm getting cupped. You know why? Because I want to taste this now. Can we just go and taste it now?
Please,
So,
absolutely, guys.
hey,
So
what do we have? Oh, hold on for a second. So, Nightjar Cafe, right?
Yeah,
Where is
like-
it located?
it's in Nasser Kal Avenue in Al Quoz.
Wow.
It's just behind Times
Fashion
Square.
Avenue, baby. A lot of things happening in there.
Yeah.
So-
it's a great community.
It is.
Would you describe this one by one to us? So,
Sure.
what is this for you?
So this one is tea.
It's tea.
So what we do, we use karak tea leaves. It's the same process of the cold brew, but
Right.
instead of using coffee,
Right.
we're using the tea.
Sorry.
Right.
Please,
So these are
please,
different,
sorry.
right? These are different.
No, those are
Oh, the same. Okay, so I'm
And this is
having
peach.
this. I'm having
And-
this.
Yeah.
You want some?
Oh man,
You're used to it.
I'm used
Forget
to
it.
I have to taste it every day. So the
Okay.
one that you open now is hibiscus and strawberry together.
Hibiscus and strawberry.
Strawberry.
You know, I'm gonna drink this like those guys who are like wine testers and stuff. Like first, cheers.
Sommelier.
And this is
You're
how-
gonna
this
be
is how they do
our
it.
tea sommelier.
This is how they do it, right? And then.
No. This is how you do it. Like,
Oh, come on, that's disgusting, bro. You gargled
No,
it?
I could. It's awesome.
I like it.
I could taste some of the. What do you call it?
It's
Yeah?
sweet,
The
but it's not
nitrogen?
sweet.
Yeah, that's
The nitrogen.
yeah.
Yeah, I could taste some. Of it.
That's why what we, because we have to mix the hibiscus with strawberry, because otherwise the hibiscus was a bit too bitter. So we mix with strawberry to give in a little bit of sweetness. Also, otherwise it was very bitter.
Kind of tastes like mojito.
Right?
Yeah. Awesome, bro.
Needs a little bit of no.
Put some ice and leaves and shit. Not here, not here.
Do you guys? How do you guys like pick your ingredients or
Right.
what to mix? For example, you said here maple. Is there a certain kind of maple that you guys choose? Because you got the Americans.
Yeah, well, no, we have different companies that provide us
Okay.
the syrups. So
Right.
they came when you put the words out and you say we want to have different flavors.
Yeah.
So you try to reach different companies, different suppliers.
Right.
We ask if we can, we pay for it. I mean, we can give in samples or we pay, don't mind.
Yeah.
So some they're gonna give us a small samples. Some others they give in a proper, bottle, a liter bottle. So we try different suppliers, and
Right.
we try to see what it could be the best for our kind of coffee.
Right.
Because need to understand every coffee is different. We have different origins of coffee.
True. But most
So-
of your coffee, where did it come from? Brazil? Or?
We have South America and we have Africa. At the moment, from Africa, we have Burundi, Rwanda, and Ethiopia.
Talking about coffee, you work as the big boss in the cafe.
Big word, man. Big boss, big word.
Where or which country do you think produces the best coffee in the world? Like which has top
Is-
quality?
Well, I cannot tell you exactly one, because every single coffee region have different kind of
Yeah.
coffee, different kind. Let's put down on cars. I'm from Italy.
Yeah.
So Italy produce cars.
A lot of them.
You can go for I hope nobody gonna say something bad, but you can go for a Fiat.
Right?
Like
Which is
the-
expensive, by the way. Small car, but expensive.
Yeah, but it's expensive in Italy, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this could.
No, I like how he started. Like, I hope nobody says something. I'll go
Disclaimer first. Like, it's like
I just I have to protect myself, No, but you go from Fiat to Ferrari.
yeah.
You are like, for example, also you are in France and you go from Renault to Bugatti.
So, which country is the Ferrari and which country is the Fiat?
That is not is the same country can be Fiat or Ferrari. Like we have coffee from Colombia.
Yeah.
We have the single origin organic from Tolima region.
Yeah.
Which is amazing coffee, but you cannot compare from a Colombian geisha, which is a completely different level of coffee. It depends about a lot of things,
Colombian
the
geisha?
I think you differentiate how the coffee tastes and how they grow it, basically.
Mhm.
Am I right?
Yeah, the
So
way that you
everybody-
harvest the coffee,
Yes.
you have coffee is a different world. You
Yeah.
have like a single origin, you have micro load, you have washed, you have honey process, you
Wow.
have a lot of things. Yeah. A lot of
It's
things.
things.
awesome.
Food. It's just like, for example, I mean, we love to eat meat,
Yeah.
and it's how you grow your cow or your sheep.
Yeah.
You treat your sheep nicely. You treat it with respect. You feed it good food, organic. By the end of the day,
The meat is going to
The
be
meat
so good.
it's going to come out with love, because you gave it love. It's giving you love back. You feel me?
These are some great products, bro.
They are,
I'm impressed.
especially with this. That's actually the most selling item that we have now, because the weather is helped us a lot.
Right.
Let-
And
let me-
especially now, like it's hot, it's refreshing.
Let me ask you something. How did you guys like come up with all these ideas and of mixing up all the teas and
Well,
coffees?
that's coming from the owner of the shop.
Okay.
Who's the owner, if you may ask?
His name is Leon. And
Mr.
he's,
Leon.
He's from New Zealand.
Oh.
He's a Kiwi. He's a Kiwi guy. And
Hey, Mr. Leon, if you're watching, we're just devouring and drinking all your nice, coffee and tea products. So shout out to Mr. Leon. If you're watching, your boy Dino's having a good time. Salute.
Salute.
And it was September 2018.
All right, cool.
So they were just roasting coffee, bag the coffee, and sell it to restaurants,
Right.
and other bars, and other coffee shops.
Yeah.
Right.
And after they decide why not to
Do it on. Do a variety of it. Come up with some
Yeah.
new products, right?
yeah, we said let's open the bar. So we
Yeah.
get the coffee machine, we get the grinders, we get the tap, and the restaurant came along.
Right.
And you guys built a pretty loyal and good fan base. I mean, I know
Yeah.
that when we were talking
That's
earlier,
good. Yeah.
you said that you had customers all the way in Al Ain that would call you up and say, "Hey, please, can you send us some coffee, please?" Or can we deliver it?"
We set. You see, that's the thing. We set up, like, let's say during when the COVID hit us, we of course need to go on lockdown.
Yeah.
So we used to have only, let's say, Deliveroo, and after people, let's say restaurants and bar, they were ordering coffee.
Yeah.
Right.
And we decide why we now expand a little bit. So we set up different other platform.
Right.
We have different
Which
platform
are?
for food. Which one is on chat food,
Right.
Okay.
and the other one, when you go to our website, there is a direct number, is a WhatsApp number,
Right.
and this
Okay.
is direct to the cafe,
Okay.
which that could be me or my colleagues.
Right.
So people say, and it's also very good because if you don't know much about coffee or you don't know our products, you can text us
Right.
directly,
Talk-
and we reply to you.
Talking
do.
about talking about a variety of products. What's your best seller for the drinks, for the cold drinks?
Man, I will go. Wow.
Is it here?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
at the moment I will go for the maple and for the peach, but
Alright.
also the hibiscus is picking up a lot.
Told you the peach, bro. You're holding that. You're holding it like a red wine.
Shit.
Did you see how he was doing it? He was like,
I saw him, and it was just.
he was like beautiful eyes. And like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? The pinky finger up like this, and then
And we go.
sweet
And my
tea.
fingers just went West Coast.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Can we get a steak, please?
And that's the two most selling. Also on the cold coffee,
For
let's
the
say.
cold, right?
Yeah,
How about
also
for the
ice
hot
latte.
drinks?
Well, hot drinks. It's hey man, it's hard. You have the flat white people.
Right.
You have the cappuccino people.
Right. Oh, I'm a cappuccino guy.
You
too,
have
sometimes.
you have the americano. You have
Yeah.
the long black,
You know,
dark coffee, no sugar. So it's very hard to go on to choose.
When you walk into Niger, you immediately, the way the setup is done, you immediately just want to go for the cold brews.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I've never been to the shop. Yeah, I've seen some photos and stuff, but I promise we're gonna come down and have a good time and sip some nice nitro infused coffee, and I gotta drink it this way with my pinky finger up. If you can just taste it with a microphone, through the microphone, it's gonna be awesome.
The vibe is amazing as well in Niger, and I see how you and your staff are together. I know being a manager of any sort of establishment, whether it's a restaurant or a company or you name it, it's hard to have that a certain kind of relationship with your employees,
like a synergy.
Exactly. And I saw how you are with your employees, and
See-
I think that's what makes the place
Thank
I have
you.
to give it up to
That's
you, man.
awesome.
But
So
also,
they love her.
there
They
is
love
there
her,
is
mashallah.
there is.
that's great. Fist bump to that, bro.
Thanks, man. Thank you. But also, because I don't, I don't know. I feel that they're not just my colleagues.
Right.
I feel they are my family. I'm abroad. I'm not from here.
Yeah.
That's the people that I spend a lot of time with, because like we work in 5 days a week, different hours. And
It's like your
understand.
extended family in a
Yeah,
sense. You know what I'm
and
saying?
we also talk about our private problems
Yeah.
Right.
to see if we can
Help each other.
help each other.
Right.
It's
You know,
like a
that's
support
awesome.
system.
That's what we do. That's what I do with them. I don't. You see, it's not like I go out of the door or I come in. Like outside, I'm Dino, and inside, I'm a manager.
Right.
That
So the Dino
you know,
outside is the same Dino inside.
is the same. I'm
Yes.
not. I'm not changing.
See,
I'm
that's
not
what I'm talking
changing.
I
about.
love that because you create a positive energy inside the working place. And this is what makes Niger amazing.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Because you walk in there, I believe in the law of attraction.
Yeah.
If you have positive energy everywhere, when a person walks in and a client walks in, you immediately get affected by it.
Right.
It channels right through you. You're like, oh my God, this place gives me such a beautiful green chakra, or whatever it is you call it.
You know, I still, yeah.
But I want to
that's-
stay here.
but also, absolutely. But also, as a manager, sometimes I have to step in. You
Of
know?
course.
So my
Of
guys,
course.
Sometimes I don't even have to say anything to them. I'm working with them for almost 2 years. You know,
Right.
some of them they joined before me,
Yeah.
some other join after me, but more or less it's about I know them since day one. Let's say.
Right.
Right.
So sometimes I don't even have to say anything. I just need to.
understanding.
I
If
just
they
need.
mess up, they messed up.
I just
They
need to
know
look
how-
at them. You
Yeah.
know, sometimes I look at them and they understand that maybe maybe they don't understand what was wrong,
Yeah.
but they think about it, and sometimes they know already.
Well,
you know?
if you broke a mug or you spilled like a lot of juice, they're like, bitch, you just spilled this shit. You know, you messed up.
Ah!
Excuse my word. We're gonna bleep that later on. So hey, this is my guy Eddie Murphy. You know, he's my
It's number one
for
man.
me. He's just to sidetrack a little bit. You know, this guy is for me the best comedian ever. Obviously, we got a lot of great guys. Also, you know, guys from Brooklyn and stuff like that. The New York comedy group.
Bernie Mac.
Yes, sir.
Rest in peace.
A lot of those guys. But he's also my favorite actor. So, my man Eddie. Eddie, stay down there and be a good boy. Now, let's talk about what makes it great to work, you know, at Nightjar Cafe. Like, what is it that you treasure most, aside from your relationship with with the colleagues and stuff like that? What makes you get up and say, hey, you know what? I got a great company here. I like this. What gives you that kind of like vibe?
Well, it's the energy, you know. It's the energy that's the energy that we have. That's the energy that we have at work. We always, you know, like we always make jokes. We
Yeah.
always laugh. We even in the situation where it's happened a lot of time that we
Yeah.
actually busy, overcrowded. Not now, of course. Now
Yeah.
we need to keep them the distance
Right.
and be safe and everything. But even on those occasions there is some occasion that we are very stressed out.
Yeah.
There's some occasion, but we always have each other's back.
It's like your home, basically. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a family thing. I mean, you got a daddy, you got a mom, and then you got a kids. But all together, if you work together, it's like a one big, happy, productive family too.
Yeah.
So
See,
that's amazing.
I have to go back to this again. I have to say, you know, I'm sipping on this really slow. And the thing is, it's not that I'm sipping it because I'm sipping it because I don't want it to finish. And I'm taking my time because it just feels great, you know? You sip on it.
We got to do a commercial for these guys one day.
Yes, we have to.
Okay, that was a great talk about the products. Now let's talk about you.
Ooh.
When did you come to Dubai?
I joined.
This is
7
fun.
years ago.
Oh,
7 years
okay.
ago, yeah. I
Okay.
came on summer 2013.
All right.
I joined a company, and it was a
In the F&B industry? Or?
yeah, always F&B. Yeah.
Alright.
I've always not always, but it's like 13 years now I'm on F&B.
Wow.
No,
that's
wait.
that's great.
How old are you now?
Man, wait,
Yeah,
34.
34, so that's
34.
almost
Still
yeah.
young,
I
still
started when I
young.
was 20.
Still young.
More or
Wow.
less 13. Yeah, I'm going
Yeah.
for the
years.
14th.
Yeah,
one.
so
Right.
it's almost like half,
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
So-
almost half.
Is it like all those years more in the coffee business or different?
No, the coffee business came after. See, what happened in Niger, they were looking for a restaurant manager, somebody with a background to open and build the restaurant. So when I joined, my main focus was how to make the restaurant work.
Right.
What we need, what we
Yeah.
have to do.
Right.
From, I know it sounds a little bit strange, but like from the position of the tables to the position to what salt and pepper to bring,
Right.
to the cutlery that
Everything
we use.
from A to Z.
Makes perfect sense because you have a certain flow that you have
Yeah.
to go, and you having this background, you already know
Yeah.
what kind of flow is going
I
to
need to-
work.
yeah.
And when the customer comes in, from what will he see first? And when he sits
Like,
down,
try to understand also
Right.
the concept of the place.
Right.
I'm not gonna I'm not going to fold the napkins or in a swan, like it looks like a swan, or looks, I don't need, there's no our concept.
Yeah.
There's no what we do. Yes, we don't have to. So that's how it works. Like
Right.
what we're gonna do, what food item we're gonna,
Yeah.
we're
Right.
gonna
To the
need.
very specific things.
Yeah.
Growing up in Italy, did you always have this like, hey, you know what? One day I want to manage my own restaurant,
Nah,
or I want to
never,
work for a big restaurant?
No.
What was it like growing up back
No,
home?
I mean, I started my career as hospitality when my first trip outside Italy, not for holiday, it was in Australia.
Okay.
So I went to Australia and I was 20 and I didn't know any English.
Right.
I
Really?
Yeah, man, just 3 words, man.
Salute.
Like 4 words, you know, and you know, the easy thing, the easy job to find, it was in hospitality. It was in a it was in a bar.
Okay.
It was in a bar in a street in Australia. So what I did, I started my career and I learned.
Where in Australia?
I was working, the bar that I worked most, it was in Fremantle, which is down south. It's just South Perth,
Okay.
in a western part. But I landed in Melbourne and I spent
Okay.
quite good time in Melbourne and Sydney. And after I flew to Perth,
So it was in Australia where you started the journey.
what I started.
And
my
then
journey.
fast forward to today, you're now
Yeah.
in Dubai and
See,
having a great time.
Yeah. I mean, I start. You see, I start in over there, and just I'm just like and I actually was making coffee.
Really?
Now, I was actually in these restaurants, this bar,
Yeah.
in a main street in Fremantle, and what's it called?
Let's go. Let's go. You got it.
I think it was called Amaro.
You got to drink a
something
peach, I
like
think,
that,
to
man.
refresh the memory. You know what I'm saying?
And it was making coffees,
Yeah.
But yeah, you started
And
from making coffees. Now
so
you're
now
running.
I'm running,
Yeah.
That's awesome. Fist bump to that, bro.
I have to say something,
amazing.
out of experience. I've worked in hotels for a few years. And I
Really?
have to say, yes, I've worked in hotels for a few
Shit,
years.
there's a lot of things I don't know about you.
Well,
Who are you?
I've done so much, man. I've done so much, but the F&B industry and the hospitality industry, it is such a pain in the ass if you can't crack it, man. Not everybody can survive it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. It's a hard segment or a hard profession to get into.
Yeah.
And a hard
Yeah.
industry to
Yeah.
get into. Because once you fail there and you don't,
Yeah.
that's it, you're done.
Yeah.
So I
'Cause it's-
salute.
It's a customer service industry.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
you got different kinds of customers. So you got a customer who's like, all right, this guy's patient. And then you got like those who love to kind of like nag and all that stuff. So you got to really be patient on this kind of stuff, right?
And it's also what you serve, man. Someone comes in there and doesn't like your stuff and posts it up, or post it on social media, that it automatically creates a chain reaction. You get
Kiss the ring.
yeah.
La mano.
Baciami la mano.
Baciami la mano. Yeah.
Baciamo le mani, baciami la
Baciami
mano.
la
Yes.
mano. Awesome, man.
I'm gonna say that to my kids today.
Got some.
As
Baciami la mano.
Go like this.
Hey, son, come here. Baciami la mano.
I learned something today.
That's it.
But that's awesome, man. It's great having you here.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
We'll look forward to having you back in the near
Sure.
future. And thanks for the.
I'm looking
thanks for the
forward for you
products.
guys to come to my channel.
Definitely.
Yes, sir. How could people follow you on Instagram and social accounts?
Yeah, there's
Niger Cafe.
Instagram is Niger Coffee, Niger Coffee Roaster, and Facebook and Google is Niger.coffee. If you go on Safari or Google, Niger.coffee, and
Right.
you can see our website and everything.
So you guys heard it.
Yes, sir.
Niger.coffee for Instagram. And it was
It's been amazing.
It has been. I was going to finish the remaining of the social media, but yeah, it's been amazing.
Baciami la mano.
Baciami la mano.
Baciami la mano.
Shit.
All right, so we're gonna go and visit the shop soon. Please always tune in right here, right now. This is your Hype DXP podcast.
Yay!
Peace
Yes-
out.
Yes, sir.